Hey guys, Wayback Rewind here. In a previous video I showed you my original TV from 1976 and I showed you how it no longer works because it doesn't pick up the digital TV signals. I also showed you the digital to analog converter box given to me by the government. In this video I'm going to try to hook this up and see if I can bring this TV back to life. I have no idea if it still works, so let's find out together here on Wayback Rewind. So let's get started. So I know the TV lights up. That's a good sign, but I do not know if the tuner works. This TV was repaired twice back in the 80s and they replaced the tuner. I was having issues with it back then. I have no idea if it still works. These electronics tend to be very robust compared to the ones that came later in the 80s and 90s. First, let's unbox the digital to analog converter. It's still brand new here, so this will be the first time I'm seeing it along with everyone else. This is the converter box itself. On the back you would expect to see all the normal connections for a television. We have an antenna in, antenna out, video audio connection, and it runs off a 12-volt power supply, which I assume is here in the box somewhere. Comes with a remote. My TV from 1976 is now remote controlled. It comes with a cable to connect the converter box to the TV. And there's my 12-volt power supply. And batteries for the remote. And instructions. Probably not going to look at the instructions unless I get stuck. Okay, I'm going to open up the cable. There's my batteries. The unboxing is now complete. I have no idea how old those batteries are, so just to be safe, I'm going to use some fresh batteries. Not getting kickbacks from Amazon, so free advert for them. I'm going to hook up the coax between the box and the television. The television has one of those matching transformers on it so that it will accept this cable. So this will connect to the RF out, like this. Righty-tighty. TVs of this era only had these little screw terminals for antenna wires. I have this matching transformer connected to the VHF. I'm assuming that the output of the box is going to be on channel 2 or 3, and I only need to connect to the VHF. So let me attach this to my matching transformer, and that's it for the back of the TV. So as my antenna, I'm going to use this coat hanger that I built in a previous video. It actually worked better than my antenna, so I'm going to use that. All I need to do is connect the antenna to where it says antenna in. It's a little hard to get my fingers in there. Couldn't get my fingers in there at all, so I had to grab the pliers. Now it's all connected. All I have to do is plug it in. I haven't rehearsed this, so your guess is as good as mine what's going to happen next. Okay, I'm going to press the power button. That's a good sign. Something's happening. Well, after messing with the wires and the tuner, that was about as good a picture as I could get. I'm not sure where all that snow is coming from, or if that's going to be acceptable or not, but Let me play with it a little more. Maybe I can clear it up. Okay, I'm happy to report that I replaced that brand new cable that I just unboxed. I replaced it with a random cable that I found, and the picture quality cleared up considerably. So it appears that this TV is still working. The converter seems to be outputting on both channel 2 and 3 without having to choose which one. I think I could clear that picture up even more. It seems to like being in this attitude more so than laying flat for some reason. Analog is that way. You can move the wire 1 inch and you'll get a totally different picture. Okay, I've played around with the wires. I've repositioned the adapter to where I can get a clearest picture possible. And so now we're going to proceed. Okay, English. Now it's scanning. This picture actually looks better than what the camera is showing. I had to put it on 1/60th of a second in order to prevent the rolling of the picture. I can't really darken down the aperture enough to get a clear picture on the camera. This is actually going very fast, faster than my normal television. And finding more channels than I found on my television. I found 130 channels.
Trevor, what he did the other. I mean, that as big train wreck as you could find in the first half of that game. Pieced it all back together, come back out, stick to the game plan, end up pulling out a miraculous victory. Really, it was amazing.
The rally from down 27-0, so the Jaguars now have been through it once. They know what it takes, and they've been to Arrowhead. That's where their season hit bottom. They've turned on very different teams. So we look forward to getting ready for that one. We'll see the Jaguars and the Chiefs on Saturday afternoon to start the weekend. The games that Saturday games card weekend, and this is a
Super wild card week, and that's what we got.
It has been super, and for Cincinnati, a cigar. So you can do two things. You can fight traffic. You can enjoy your stogie in the cold. That man chose the latter.
And now I'm checking out the electronic program guide. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. All the channels I would expect to find. They haven't quite filled in yet, but there's 130 channels here.
Stunning video features elevate your viewing experience with 4K HDR ultra high definition video with brilliant colors and a sharper picture with a wider range of contrast. This makes it feel as if you're really there. Be sure to look for our logo and go get a next-gen TV and get more TV.
And so there you have it. 47-year-old TV brought back to life able to display over 130 digital channels with this adapter. As always, like or subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.